Hey everyone, welcome back to the vlog and the next part in this series of foraging for firewood. I have my bag here full of firewood that I've just foraged for or collected from the trees in the previous video. But now it's time to sort it all out. I'm a little bit OCD with my firewood. I like to be organised, you know, but for good reason. You know, it just makes life a whole lot easier when it comes to actually using it. So obviously my twigs, or twiglets, go into my little wire basket here with, you know, bits of cardboard and whatever I use to help light a fire. So they go in there. And then I've got like sort of larger than twiglets. I've got like there's a sort of larger twigs. I've got a separate basket just opposite me there, so I'll just chuck those in there. And then of course I've got my mini logs. Alright. And they go in a little compartment just down here. And then anything larger than that, so let me just have a look there. Whoops. So if I'm chopping down a tree or something like that, or larger branches, and they're that size, then that's what I'll got a little compartment in there. I'll chuck them in there. And that sort of keeps everything. So I've got my kindling to start my fire, my sort of you know, larger kind of twigs to sort of build the fire up, and then my little mini logs to really get the fire going, and then larger logs. If I want to keep the fire going just using wood, then I'll use a larger log, shut off the vents, and it'll just keep on going for, it generally burns for about half an hour. So you got to keep on topping it up with wood. That's the only downside of wood in such a small stove, is you got to kind of keep on topping it up all the time. Whereas with coal, I can get a good roaring fire going, chuck in, you know, 7-8 pieces of coal, and then just close it off and let it do its thing. And it takes a little bit longer to get going, but once it does get going, it lasts for hours and hours. So, but you've got to obviously light a good fire to start with. So there you go. There's how I forage for firewood and how I use firewood.